Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Yummy and AJ.
Yeah, I'm not the only one that got on my shirt. It's okay, though. It's okay. How y'all doing today? It is Sunday. I hope everyone had a great Mother's Day. Hope everyone had a great Mother's Day.
You just called me out.
I
And
sure
I just
did.
realized
I sure
it. I
did.
just realized it. Oh
I
my
sure
goodness.
did.
Oh my goodness. I
Oh,
cannot
yeah,
believe
yeah,
this.
Calm yourself down, man.
I cannot believe you did me like this. I got you. Oh boy.
Calm yourself down, man.
I was supposed to have on my shirt.
Right, but see, look, it wasn't nobody watching that first when I said it.
Right. You're right.
But I'm going to say it again. I got on my shirt and she don't have on her shirt.
So, talk to AJ for a minute, and I'm going to put on my shirt. So just talk. Ask me how they do.
Did you just leave?
Yeah.
Oh.
I said I'm going to put on my shirt. You talk.
You see how that worked? What's up, girl?
You just speak.
How you doing today? I need to see. No. She checked me about my shirt, babe. And I looked at her like, you got on your shirt? Oh, you ain't got on your shirt. We on set up in 3 different places. I got on my shirt, but she still ain't got on her. It's okay, though. It's okay. It's okay.
You ain't going to get me there. You tell me we don't own the rights.
Yes, we don't own the rights to this music.
That's playing in the background.
Girl, why you always doing homework every day?
Okay. I'm back. Hey, y'all. I want to give a shout out to Stephanie and Condaro for sponsoring us this week with our shirts. Show your shirt, babe.
Yeah,
Mine say, hey, y'all. What yours say?
I know, right? These are emoji shirts, custom made. From who?
Dwighter. They were gifts from Stephanie Johnson and Condaro Johnson. You can look them up at www.doayda.com.
Right.
For all your custom needs. You know what I mean? Look them up. Okay, so we're going to get started.
Dive in.
So again, we do not own the rights to this music that's playing in the background. We decided to do something a little different today and decided to just come outside, enjoy the sun, and enjoy nature, and just come to you live. Thank you, Sharia. So today's topic is religion and relationships. Why are you laughing?
Just laughing at what Sharia said.
What?
She's getting this together.
You know, Sharia, you know this Virgo right here always has it together. It's always me not together, right, babe?
Nah. I'm not gonna own that.
Who is it always me?
Nah.
It's sometimes you.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes, but most time me.
You just be panicking, babe. That's all.
I wasn't panicking.
You should be
I was
panicking
trying to get it together.
You just be panicking. I just be
Okay.
telling you, just let it roll. Just let it roll.
I did. I went in there and I put on my shirt
Right, but you about to start the whole video
without my shirt.
without your shirt that you called me out on about 10 minutes ago. It's cool though.
But the great thing about it is I have you to keep me in line, which is balance, right?
Right.
Okay.
Balance.
I mean, it brings balance.
Right.
When you don't have it, I get it. So it brings balance in
Good.
our marriage, which I'm grateful. Yeah, Team Virgo. Team Gemini.
Team Virgo, you right.
Team Gemini. Gemini's rock. I don't know about them Virgos. They something else. Whew. Just kidding, baby. I love you.
Love you too. Oh, you thought you were going to get a kiss?
Oh, you ain't gonna give me no kiss? Mwah. Okay. All right. Okay, so today's show is about religion and relationships. And these are some of the questions that were inboxed to me. Let me get this one. Okay, let's get it together, Yummy. Okay. This one right here was inboxed not too long ago. And she says, let me turn music down. She says, my boyfriend and I just found out we were pregnant. I'm feeling a little concerned because he is of Muslim faith and I am a Christian. He wants our child to grow up with strict Muslim faith only. What do I do? What about my faith? How can we both represent our faith equally with our child? So, this is what
I don't know.
So, this right here is what I think. I think if that really should have been a question, should have been a conversation at the beginning before you all decided to engage in sex. You know, you should have talked about, you're a Muslim, I'm a Christian. That should have been discussed so that if it was a chance of getting pregnant, you know, y'all would have had that down. You know, that really needs to be a discussion. Or I don't know about saying try both. I'm just saying that's a discussion. What you think?
Okay.
Happy Sunday.
This is what I think. Through my years of living, talking to different people on different religions, it is a common ground somewhere that we all have in common practicing religion. So all I say is, back again, you sit down and come to an open communication as far as what you expect and what your plans are.
Because you can't send the baby back now.
Right, because now you at that point where, okay, now we got a baby. But like my wife said, that this should have been a conversation a while ago. But anyway, my thing is find the common grounds of how you can raise your child with
love.
With love. That's pretty much the common ground of any religion, is love.
And teach them both. You know, teach them Muslim, teach them Christianity. You know, give them a little bit of both and find balance.
Right.
You know, find balance. Don't just say, oh, I'm not going to do this. You know, you decided to get in this relationship. You decide to have unprotected sex or whatever type of sex.
Right.
You know, it's no blame. This baby was created hopefully out of love. You know, so just have that conversation. Teach that baby about life. Teach that baby about how I'm going to love you regardless of what your religion may be. You know, so.
Right, because I don't know how long that couple might have been together, but if y'all have been working it out by y'all having different religions, just do the same as with your child.
Okay. So the next question is, well, I answered that question. So here's another question. Should you date someone with different religious beliefs? What you think, babe?
I think no. I'm gonna say the reason I say no, it just all depends on, see, everybody different. See, some people can have an open relationship with another person's opinion based on their religion, but then you got your diehard religious people, because how can I say this? Yeah, you got your diehard religious people that only believe what they believe. There's no other way. So when it comes to things like that, you need to actually sit back and talk to yourself about, okay, can I accept this other person as who they are? Because that's what it pretty much is. You got to accept people who they are instead of trying to change people who you want them to be. But it all depends on, that's just my opinion. Because you can meet somebody that's a Christian and still have fun with them, but then you can meet another Christian that's real churchy, and you can't have no fun because they're so religious.
So I like what Lamar said. She said both parents should follow their practices and allow them to choose. Each relationship should have a core foundation for religion, even if the religions are different. I totally agree with that. That right there was just an awesome answer. Period.
Thanks for that one, lady.
Yes. Shout out to my coach. I am grateful for you. So, yes, that right there is a great thing to do. With me, should you date someone with different religious beliefs? I think it's communication. I mean, because think about it. When we first got together, I was into the church, going to church, this, that, and you didn't go to church.
There ain't no church was, y'all.
Facts. You did. But I was into church. I was going to church every Sunday. I was going some Wednesdays, everything. Right. But if I had looked at the fact that you didn't go to church, I mean, I would have never got into this relationship, because I would have been just like, you know what? I can't deal with somebody that don't go to church.
It's different on that question, because they said different religion. I didn't have no religion at that time. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't really have no religion because I practice love.
Right.
But at that, you ain't had nothing to choose against.
Yeah, that's true.
But just me being me.
Well, I had something to choose against.
What you had, girl?
It was the point, like, some days I was leaving.
You talking to them or you talking to me?
Oh. Well, I'm really talking to you. And I'm talking to y'all. Some days I was leaving, going to church, and you was home. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, and some days I did feel funny. And that goes back to a question that somebody asked. They said, my husband does not go to church, but I do. How can I make him go to church? Let me tell you something, sweetheart. You can't make him do anything. What I suggest is being an example. You know, the best way to get people to, I'm not going to necessarily say change, but the best way to live your life is by being an example. Give people something to look up to.
Right.
You know, not the fact of, because I'm going to church, you need to go to church. Because I'm doing this, you need to do this. Show them. You know what I mean? Don't make it stressful, because that brings stress into, I mean, this is a full-fledged marriage. That brings stress into marriage, you know? So be that example. And if you continue to live the life that that God has showed you to live, then they'll begin to follow. It happens. But if you're going to church and then you're coming home and you're cursing them out or telling them they're no good, or they should have did that, or they should have did this, what makes you think they're going to come to church? I mean, they feeling like, hell, you should have stayed at home.
Right.
You know, you didn't went to church, you didn't jumped up and down, you didn't praise God, you didn't did this and that, but then you come home, you cuss the husband out, you cuss the children out, you cuss everybody out, and it's like, I don't want to go to that place if it's going to make me feel like that. So in reality, just be the example, be the best version of you. Especially if you're in a marriage. Ladies, let me tell you something. You can't force a man to do anything. You know, women call themselves, I'm going to hold off on sex, I'm going to hold off on this, I'm going to hold off on that, to try and get the man to do what you think they should be doing. But in reality, be that example for that man. You know what I mean? Show a man, just be that example for that man. You know, if
vice versa.
Yeah, and the man should be an example for that woman. You know, I shouldn't have to look for another man, you know, an example of another man, because I have a man. And he's a great example. He's a great father. He's a great husband. He's a great friend. He's a great everything.
Oh, yeah, just to show you how great of a father I am, I got a gift on Mother's Day.
You got a gift on what?
On Mother's Day. Yeah, I know I messed that up.
You said my Father's Day. You didn't put it together. You done made up your own darn word.
Yeah.
He did. You know, and the girls really appreciate both of us, which is a blessing. I didn't get mad. I'm happy that...
She felt some type of way.
No, I did. I felt some kind of way because of that cup.
It was a great cup I got.
And our daughter did say, well, we couldn't find a Mother's Day cup like that. So it's cool.
Francisco.
So it's cool. So the next question, do you think religion can affect relationships? Yes. That's just point blank. Yes, I do. So someone asked this question in my inbox. They said, who do you believe should come first? God, spouse, children, or work? In our marriage, God comes first. That's who comes first in our marriage. God. And
say it. It's okay.
Yeah. God comes first. God within. You know what I mean? And my belief is if God within comes first, that's loving me first. I can't love my husband first. I can't love my children first. I can't love my job or my business first. I have to love me first. And by loving God, I am loving me first. That's just my opinion. You know, other people may think, oh, I need to do this, that, and another. But no, I love me. You know what I mean? I love God within. I love me. What you think?
Yeah.
You agree?
I agree.
What? Is that coffee doing something to you?
Yeah. Huh? It is. It's okay though.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just wondering. So, the next question is, I guess this question right here is to me. What do you think about being submissive to your husband?
What you think about that? But you don't really see it as being submissive. You just see it as a partnership.
I see. I don't know. I never really just.
Cause see, some people don't like the word submissive.
Yeah.
It seems so slave driven. So, what I say for just I know this is about a wife being submissive to the husband, but that word submissive just some people don't like to answer that. My answer to it just being in the partnership of pretty much you know if you want to get something done,
hey family,
you can ask for it, or the point of treat the person how you want to be treated. That's pretty much all what it come down to. It ain't the point of being submissive or anything else. You just actually treating the person how you want to be treated. Because if you want somebody to cook for you or clean up after you, you need to be willing to do the same thing.
Facts.
So it's just pretty much how you want to live your life. That's how you treat somebody.
So I looked up submissive. Submissive says ready to conform to the authority or will of others, meekly obedient or passive.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm not submissive. Yeah, maybe I am, maybe I'm not.
See
I don't know.
And that's what I was saying about that word. It just, I don't know.
So
it's a strong word.
What I am to my husband is his wife.
My wife.
His best friend.
My best friend.
His
come on.
Ride or die.
Ride
or live. Let me say that.
Ride or live.
Yeah.
Ride and live.
I am that to my husband. As far as being obedient and different things like that, I don't.
You don't want to say the word, because back again it sounds so slave driven, right?
It does.
Right, I know.
It really does.
Gotcha.
Like, I need to be obedient to you. No.
Yeah.
I need to love you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love you for the man that you are. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I keep looking at you because I just love you so much. I need to be looking there, right?
Right.
Okay, I got you. All right. I can't help it. I'll look at you again. Well, I'm going to turn back around. So when it comes to being submissive, what I do is love my husband. What I do is respect my husband. What I do is be the best version of me. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that he loves me for who I am.
Right.
You know what I mean?
For who she is. Exactly.
It's no thing about he wants me to do this, or I have to do this, or I have to fall in line, or if I don't do this or that, I'm disrespecting him. I respect him because he's my husband.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's about respect. A lot of women don't respect their husband, but not understanding that when you disrespect your husband, you're disrespecting yourself. You know what I mean? I'm a whole person, he's a whole person, but yeah, we are one. You know what I mean? But I respect him. I mean, submissive sounds so like, you better do as I say, or you won't be able to drive your car. And obedience sounds like, you better do this, you better do that. It's just the point of, we do for each other. We love each other. Both parties, okay, Jason, both parties should be submissive to each other, depending upon the strength and situations calls for submission. And both parties have the capacity to operate in dominance and submission.
I love it. You're right. Both parties do have the option to do that, because at different times, somebody got to take the lead. And the other person just got to be willing to follow. I most definitely agree with that, Jason. That was well said.
Yep. We have some awesome people.
Well said, brother.
Yes, we do. Some awesome people in our life. The key is respect from both people in the relationships. Exactly, Gwen. Hey, Gwen. Exactly. That's just the thing.
Who that is?
Respect. You know who that is.
That ain't my long lost barber, is it?
Oh, hey, Jay. So yeah, it's just about respect. About respecting each other. So I totally agree on that. So now, Jason, you've gave me a different outlook on submissive, And my thing is about learning. We learn from each other, because we're not up here doing this because we're sitting here saying, oh, we know it all, we got it together.
Hold on. Press that record.
We're not.
Play that back. Play that back. Play that back.
I don't know it all. I don't. Okay, you got it. You got it. So we're not up here saying that, we have it together, we know what to do, this, that, and another. We're not saying that. We're coming to you to, basically give you an outlook on how our life is and how we deal with things, because we need these things these days. We need to see examples of marriages, and the great thing about it is the people that are talking are in marriages, you know what I mean, or have been in marriages, or want to be married, you know what I mean. So it's great to have everyone giving their opinions, because that's all we can do is give opinions.
Open communication.
Yeah, so I'm loving it. I am loving it. Hey, Keita, how are you? I miss you. Mwah.
So yeah,
we still doing that. So, do y'all have any more questions? Any more things you want to talk about? Oh, wait a minute. I ended up with one more question. Hold up. Let me get it, y'all. Let me get it. Back again. I'm new to this. Okay, so here's another question somebody asked. Should the woman submit to the male's religious beliefs and vice versa? So we did answer that question.
Yeah, we did.
We did answer that question.
Okay.
So, but I still wanted to say it again because it was a question that was asked. So what else?
Just trying to see what Jason's saying.
Your gifts. No, he's saying we're working in our gifts.
Oh.
We're working in our gifts.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, brother.
So, next week, we're going to talk about...
You're right.
It's not at all. At all. So, we just want to give a shout out to Dunkin' Donuts because we love Dunkin' Donuts.
Waiting for that sponsorship. Dunkin' for life.
Yes. So, next week, we're going to talk about sex.
In relationships?
Just sex.
In relationships?
Just sex.
In relationships?
You don't have to be in a relationship to have sex.
You're right. How do you balance and handle the disappointment that arises? Example or something.
Someone makes a mistake. Ooh, let me tell you. Okay, that's a good question.
Ooh.
That's a good question, Jason. Okay, let me say this question. Jason says, how do you balance and handle the disappointments that arise? Example, when someone makes a mistake. Let me tell you. I'm going to start this one.
Okay.
I'm going to start this one. Woo! Let me tell you, I used to be the type of person that if he made a mistake, and sometimes I do to this day, I'd be like, "Rrr."
Like, whoa, okay. Sorry I did that.
But now, I let him be who he is. I accept him, and I'm okay with him making mistakes because I make mistakes. So when he makes a mistake now, where I used to, I sit down and we have a conversation. We talk about it. We talk about everything. Even when I make mistakes now, it used to be a time where he didn't feel comfortable saying to me, this is not right. You didn't do this right. This is wrong. I don't like the way this is, this, that. He didn't feel comfortable talking to me. So what I had to do is let go of the resistance of trying to control every situation. I had to let go of the resistance that, I'm going to say this, I'm not perfect.
Right. And that what brings me to the game. Listen to everybody. We got to get out of this perfect world of being perfect. Everybody is different. Everybody do stuff different. Everybody think different. So if they make a mistake, okay.
What can we learn
What can we learn from the mistake?
Right. What can we learn
because
from
the thing about it is, it's just like, for example, I don't blow horns at people when they pull out in front of me. You know why? Because I know I do it too. So why would I get upset about some stuff that I'm potentially going to probably make myself? Right. The only thing is just learn from it, talk about it, and move on.
Right.
Stop making everything a life or death situation when it comes to perfection, because there's no perfect person.
And then also what I understand now, after going through my radical forgiveness class with Kim Kennedy, which is awesome.
Shout out.
Yes, most definitely. I have learned that it's always me. Why is it making you so upset? Why are you so disappointed in what he's doing? Or why are you even making it into a big deal? So what I'm learning is to take and look in the mirror and see, why did I just basically create this? Because in reality, we create our own reality. That's just bottom line. And why did I create this? Why is it this is making me
so mad?
So mad. Oh, Jason. Yes. 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 Hallelujah. 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 Right. That is so hard for us Virgos.
Right. It took a minute, Jason.
To own our mistakes.
I'm there, but you know what helped me out? My wife stopped being so hard on the point that I was making mistakes, like it was life and death. So once she gave up, it was easier for me to own up to it.
And yes, we do use astrology. Like, I understand, like, that is just a great point. Like, I understand about this Virgo, and he understands about this Gemini. You know what I mean? He understands now, like, he wants to be on time every time we go somewhere. I got it. I understand. And I'm surrounded by these Virgos everywhere, and I love them. But he wants to be on time everywhere we go, and I'm just like,
what's up, Alex?
We'll get there. You know what I mean? We'll get there, and we always get there right on time. You know what I mean? Right on time.
On her time.
No, we get there when we're supposed to get there. So we do bring balance to each other.
Most definitely.
And most definitely we use astrology to navigate our relationship. When things happen, I'm like, okay, I understand. why this happened, why he thinks like that. Like, he has to think about things. He has to analyze things. And I'm just like, yeah, well. And he be like, no. And I'm like, that is so much for me because I don't.
You
My
don't
mind
think
do
like
like
that.
this.
Right.
It
You
does
going
like
with
this.
the wind.
His mind go.
Right.
And I'm like, boy, yeah, that's what I be wanting to do sometimes. You do, okay. So another question. So yes, we do use astrology a lot. When I say a lot. And even when I meet people, my first thing is always, what's your sign? Because there's certain signs I used to did not deal with. But then I realized that we are one. And I have attracted this person into my life and what's really going on.
Because it was a part of her astrology.
Yes, that's so true. And then also I found out, like, we know our moon sign, our sun sign, and our ascendant, I think it is. We know those. So it also helps us to know how to deal with each other, how to navigate, how to do everything, even down to our children. We had to figure it out so we would know. We are not tough.
Yes, Jason. Yes, Jason. Yes.
So Gwen said it's not about trying to change a person. It's understanding people can change if they desire. Mutual understanding and commitment will make the relationship work. Facts.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Facts.
You're right. Because some people don't want to.
Some people don't want to.
And some people really do. They just, it's going to take them some time.
Right. It's going to take them some time. So, yes, it helps understand a person's makeup, like learning their love language. Like, yes, that's going to be most definitely another live. We're going to do love language because love language is something else that has helped us in our relationship, in our marriage, even with our children. So that's going to be another topic. But next week's topic is going to be about sex. So inbox me your questions or inbox AJ your questions, and let's really just have a deep conversation about it because these are things people don't want to talk about.
Right.
And we want to talk about it. You know what I mean? We want to talk about it.
Not just do it. We want to talk about it too.
I don't know what he be saying sometimes. That's how that Virgo mind go. You never know what they talking about all the time.
I'm free to be.
He is most definitely free, and I'm grateful.
Right.
I'm grateful.
Real talk.
So, thank you all for joining us and hanging with Yummy and AJ today. We're grateful.
Yes.
We
yes.
pray.
We love y'all.
We pray you all have a wonderful Sunday. Enjoy your spouse. Enjoy your boyfriend, girlfriend. Enjoy your children. Enjoy outside. Just enjoy life. And decide that you're just going to love people for who they are. Love yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't do that, Jason. Don't do that, Jason. So, thank you again. If no one's told you, we want to say we love you and peace.
Peace.